All right, let's talk monomial division. And when we talk monomial division, we're going to talk two questions. Question one, which side has more? Top and bottom. And this is top and bottom. And then our second question, how many more? I will explain that here in just a second. How many more? All right. So, keeping those two questions in mind, let's attack our first problem. We've got x squared over x5. Now, we're going to apply our two questions. Which side has more? Which side has more x's? Well, the bottom does. It has 5 x's multiplied together, where the top only has 2. The next question, how many more? Well, it's got 3 more x's. The difference between 2 and 5 is 3. And we're going to put a 1 on top to hold its place. Well, Coach Murad, how does that work? Well, check this out. I've got x squared on top, x5 on bottom. The way it works is just like reducing a fraction. Let's say I have 12 over 18. 12 is 2 times 6. 18 is 3 times 6. The 6's are the same, so I can pull them out of each piece of the fraction. Pull out the common factor. The same thing is true here. I can pull out those common factors. They both have an x. That leaves me with 3. 2 x's on top, 5 x's on the bottom. There are more x's on bottom, so I know it will end up being here. How many more? Well, after I cancel out those 2, there are 3 left. That's why we ask how many more. You want to know how many will be left. Well, what if there are more on top, Coach Mark? How does that work? Let's have x7 over x5. Which side has more? The top has more. How many more? 2 more. Coach Mark, you'll have to put it over 1 if you want to. All right? If you want to put it over 1, you can. If not, you draw a box around it. It's all done. No need to put that one on the bottom. If you end up with a number on the bottom, however, like this one, you have to put that one on top. But the divide by 1 is not necessary. If you want to, you can use it. What about negative numbers? Let's say I have x to negative 3 over x to the 5. How is this going to work out? Which side has more? That's a tricky question. All right? 5 is obviously bigger than negative 3 because it's not negative. Well, we know we're going to have x's on the bottom, but how many more? Well, to get from negative 3 to positive 5, you would have to add 8. 5 is 8 more than negative 3. That's how it works. What if the negative was on the bottom? Well, let's have x to the 7 over x to the negative 2. Which side has more? Well, the top has more. 7 is a positive number. How many more? To get from 2 negative to 7 positive, you would have to add 9. x9 is our answer. Let's take a look at a slightly more challenging question. Let's go to 18x6 y2 over 12x3 y5. Alright, so your numbers, you're going to attack just like you would any other fraction. 18 over 12 reduces to 3 over 2, and it will here as well. How many x's do you have on top? I've got 3 more. Which has more y's? The bottom does. How many more? 3. That's your answer. All done. No need to go further. A little bit harder problem. Let's go 2x, 3x y3 squared over 6x squared y3 squared. Now, the first thing we're going to have to do, just like with multiplication, is take out one of the pieces. Let's take out this piece. The 2x is going to stay, and I'm going to square everything inside here. 3 squared is 9. X squared is, well, simply x squared. Y cubed squared, 2 sets of 3, that's y6. On the bottom, the 6 does not get squared. It's not inside that parentheses. Everything in here is getting squared. The 6 is outside, not going to get some. So, 6 is on the outside. X squared squared is x4. And y3 squared is again y6. We're going to combine our numerator and denominator all up. 2 times 9 is 18. X times x squared is x cubed. And our y6 comes along to the right. 6 is on the bottom, and it just kind of joins up with that x4, y6. From here, we're looking to see which side has more, how many more. Now, some of you might say there are 12 more right here. It's not the case. This is still a fraction. This is still 18 over 6. It's still 3. It will always be 3. No matter what happens with those exponents, this is still 18 over 6. Still 3. Which side has more x's? The bottom does. How many more? One more. You don't have to put the 1. Always an understood exponential value of 1. So that 1 is not necessary. Y6 over Y6 cancels. So your answer will simply be 3 over x. And that's basic monomial division.